Hello. Hello. Okay. We're good to go. Hey traders, welcome to my very first live trading session of 2025 here on Octa's YouTube channel. My name is Ambrose and I'm beyond excited to kick off this session with you guys. Now, today isn't just about charts or setups. Today is about vision. It's about, crafting the plan that sets you up for not just one trade, but for a year of growth and of success. So let me ask you guys something, right? You can go ahead and type your answer in the chat. What's your vision for 2025? Where do you see yourself as a trader by the end of the year? Because you have to see trading more than just numbers on the screen. It's about freedom. It's about freedom to live life on your terms. It's about freedom to provide, for your family, to chase your dreams, and most importantly, to prove to yourself that you can conquer any challenge. Now, if that resonates with you, let me know in the chat by dropping 2025 and just type that in the chat. Let me know if that resonates with you. And I also love to know where you guys are joining me from today. I want to know where you guys are listening to me from today. So you can also let me know that in the chat where you're listening or watching me from today. Hello, Callistus. Welcome. Now, while a lot of people are joining and also typing where they're joining me from, let me tell you guys something that I wish, someone had told me earlier in my trading journey. The only thing standing between you and the success you dream of is the work you're willing to put in. That's the only thing standing between you and the success you dream of in trading or in life generally. It's, the work that you're willing to put in. Talent, yes, it's also optional. The fancy tools in trading, it's nice. But what matters is the consistency, the discipline, and a plan that you can stick to. And that's what we're building today. We're going to be building a master plan for your success in 2025. Now, I didn't call that a game plan because we're going to be treating trading business in 2025 and not a game. So we'll walk through a master plan for your success in 2025. I see a lot of you guys typing 2025 in the chat. Callistus tuning in from Enugu. Nkabinde tuning in from South Africa. I don't know if I got that name correctly, but let me know in the chat. Fortune Victor from Lagos, welcome 2025. I see a lot of you guys are ready to kickstart your trading journey, and not just to kickstart it, but also to craft and follow through a master plan that would ensure success in 2025. So let's get started, right? So here's how today's session is going to be. First, I'll go over the disclaimer. Any opinion, news, research, prizes, analysis, or other information discussed in the webinar or link to this presentation is provided as general market commentary and does not constitute investment advice. Now, for those of you that do not know who I am, my name is Ambrose Ebuka. I have 5 years of trading experience. Well, this year is going to make it the 6th one. And I've honed my trading profit strategies that includes swing and scalp trading. I also analyze pairs like gold, which is XAU USD, GBP JPY, and GBP USD charts with an outstanding accuracy exceeding 85%. And I regularly backtest trading strategies for effectiveness. All right, so this is just a brief introduction to who I am. Let's look at it. Let's look at the comments. Okay, Camille said I got the name right. Well, I don't know. It just came out, so it's good. All right, let's talk about the agenda for today. The first thing we're going to be looking at is the master plan. Now, guys, as we go on with this session, at any point in time, if you don't understand what I'm saying, or if you can't hear me clearly, or if you can't see the screen, please let me know in the chat. I'm constantly checking, or even if you have any questions, we're going to have a Q&A session where I answer all your questions. But for now, right, whatever it is going through your mind regarding trading, ask in the chat. When we get to the Q&A session, I'll go ahead and answer all your questions. Dominic from India, Olatunde Adeyemi from Ibadan. Welcome, everybody. Let's get started. So we'll start by building the master plan for 2025. Now, this plan is going to be about simplifying your approach, focusing on your efforts and positioning yourself for consistent growth, right? Then I'll introduce to you guys 5 key Forex pairs that you should focus on this year. Now, I said Forex pairs, currency pairs. I know you guys love gold so much, but gold would not be included in the 5 currency pairs because, especially for beginner traders, I don't usually like to recommend gold for a beginner trader, right? So we're going to talk about the 5 key pairs, Forex pairs specifically, that we'll focus on this year. And these pairs, I didn't choose these pairs at random, okay? I've carefully selected them based on their ability to deliver steady opportunities. So if you stay to the end of this session, obviously you find out these pairs and why I'm recommending these pairs for you guys as traders. And finally, we're going to do, well, not finally, but we're going to do an overview of OctaTrader for those of you that are new to the Octa trading platform. I'll go over OctaTrader and show you guys all the amazing tools that you can use with OctaTrader to boost your trading. We'll do a live session, analyze the markets together, look at these 5 pairs in real time and spot, identify some actionable opportunities. And finally, we'll session where I ask you questions and I also answer your questions as well. And as we go through this session, guys, remember, success is not about being perfect. It's about being persistent, about being consistent. The market is not going to reward hesitation and rush. It's going to reward those that prepare, those that learn, and those that are able to execute with confidence. So this year, I want you all to believe in yourself as much as I believe in you, all right? Let's go ahead and talk about how the session is going to be. It's going to last for 45 minutes. And like I said, guys, use the live chat, the YouTube live chat, to ask your questions during this session, and I'll periodically check it to answer them all. So let's dive into the master plan, because this is going to be your foundation for success this year. All right, if you're ready, type "I'm ready" in the chat, and then we'll go over the master plan. Danex Nations, welcome everybody. Super excited to have you guys on this session today. Let's proceed. All right, so before anything else, well, obviously, the first step on our master plan would be to define your goals. And before anything else, I want you to ask yourself, why am I trading? What's driving you? Is it a dream of financial freedom? Is it the desire to provide for your family? Or maybe it's something deeper, maybe proving to yourself that you can master this craft, you can master trading. But I want you to ask that question to yourself, because your goals are the anchor for your trading journey. Your goals are the things that will keep you grounded during the unprofitable days, during the days with obstacles, and they would also keep you humble during the profitable days and the happy days. All right. But here's the thing, your goals need to be clear, actionable, right? So instead of saying, please let me know in the chat. All right. I think everyone can hear me. Perfect. Now the next thing would be to master risk management. But before I talk about, risk management, let me just share a truth with you guys. Every successful trader that you admire right now started where you are. They had doubts, they made mistakes, but I'll tell you one thing, they kept going, and that's the secret. Keep going. Don't let fear, frustration, or failure stop you. Failure is just feedback, right? You have to see failure as feedback. Use it to refine your plan, use it to sharpen your skills, and use it to come back stronger. So this year, I want you all to refuse to quit and refuse to settle for anything that is less than your best. Now, let's talk about the shield that will protect your trading dreams, which is risk management. Now, the golden rule is simple, right? It's a general rule and it's golden. As a beginner trader, never risk more than 1 to 2% of your trading capital on a single trade. Why? Because trading is a marathon and not a sprint. Now, I'm not saying you should not get to a point where you can decide what you want to risk, but I'm specifically targeting the beginner traders, and I'm telling you, or even intermediate traders, if you have not defined your risk tolerance and you don't understand how to manage your risk, you need to follow the golden rule. Even the best traders have unprofitable trades, but what separates the profitable traders or the successful traders from the rest is their ability to manage bad trading days and keep going. Okay, so think of your trading account like a tree in the chart. So risk management is not just a strategy, it's an act of self-respect. It's used. Oh, someone said no audio. No audio. I think the audio is pretty good. Someone saying no audio. Let me know in the chat if you guys can still hear me right now. Let me know in the chat if you guys can still hear me. All right. Everyone can hear me. Okay, let's proceed then. So I was saying, right, risk management is not just a strategy, it's an act of self-respect. Risk management is like saying to yourself, I value my hard work, I value my progress in trading, and I value my future too much to gamble it away. So every time that you're managing your risk properly, you're building a foundation that will support your success for years in mind. Whenever you're managing your risk properly, you have to see that you're building a foundation that will support your success for years to come. So see proper risk management as an act of self-respect. Now let's go on to the next one, focusing on the right pairs. All clear. All right, everybody can hear me because it's important that you guys get this message. All right, so let me simplify, the right pairs. Now, the Forex market is vast, it's broad, but you don't need to trade every single pair. In fact, trying to trade every single pair is like you're trying to burn yourself out. Okay, but this year I want you to focus on just 5 pairs that you understand deeply, 5 pairs that you can trade confidently and that can provide you with consistent opportunities in the Forex market. And when you begin to focus on these pairs, you start to notice that, there's some patterns that you get used to, there's some behaviors that you get used to, and there's some trends that will just give you an edge in the market, and an extra hand. An edge is what is going to set you apart in 2025. But before I go ahead and show you guys these pairs, let me know in the chat, what's your favorite pair to trade in the Forex market? Let me know in the chat, what's your favorite pair to trade? Drop it in the chat. What's your favorite pair to trade? Drop it in the chat. I mean, at the start of this session, I told you guys my favorite pair to trade is gold, GBP USD, GBP JPY. I also trade Euro USD as well. But you can go ahead and let me know, what's your favorite pair to trade. All right. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me now. I was just asking what your favorite pair to trade is. So go ahead and let me know in the chat your favorite pair to trade. The question is not about what the favorite pair you would like to trade is. This is the pair that you're already trading. Okay. So what's your favorite pair to trade? Let me know in the chat. Okay, I'm seeing AUD USD, XAU USD, GBP USD, GDP USD. Guys, we have somebody trading GDP in the chat. I mean, obviously a typo error, but it's just it's just funny. GDP USD, CPI USD. Kabinde says Euro USD. All right. GBP JPY XAU USD. I see a lot of XAU USDs in the chat. I mean, it's It was much expected. We have AUD USD. And the interesting thing is most of the pairs that you guys, put in the chart right now are part of the pairs, are part of the key pairs I want you guys to focus on, right? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about the pairs that I want you to focus on in 2025. Let's see if we have any questions before I go over that. Gift says XAUGBP. Oh, wow. That's odd. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'll go ahead and tell you guys the pairs that we're going to be focusing on in 2025, the pairs that I also want you guys to focus on in 2025, and I'll explain exactly why I want you guys to focus on these pairs in 2025. Now, the first one would be Euro USD. Now, I mean, when you come into the market for the first time, even as a beginner trader, or even when you increase your knowledge of the market and you become an advanced trader, what you would notice about Euro USD is that it's a highly traded pair. That's one. And what that would mean for Euro USD is it has high liquidity. Now, when a pair has high liquidity, it also means high volatility. All right. Euro USD is the most traded pair in the world. And this high liquidity means high volatility. And if you look at high liquidity and high volatility, the next thing you should be looking at is tighter spreads and opportunities. That's why you would have a tighter spread on Euro USD compared to any other pair that you're trading most times because of its high volatility and high liquidity. By high liquidity, I mean people are actively trading this pair. Now, what I want you guys to understand about volatility is the reason traders make money in the market. Volatility is the movement of the market in basic terms. It's just how the market moves. And if the market does not move, traders would not make money. So we need the market to move before we make a profit, right? So that's why I'm talking about Euro USD as the first pair on my list, the power pair, right? Euro USD. And if you're going to be trading Euro USD in 2025, you have to watch the Federal Reserve, which is on the side of the dollar, and the European Central Bank, because their policies will dominate this pair. The inflation data, interest rate hikes, GDP growth, these are going to be the key drivers of Euro USD. All right. So let me know if you guys got that down. Euro USD, the first pair. The second pair would be USD JPY, which is the pound yen, the safe haven pair. Remember, guys, this is currency pairs and not, general instruments in the market. So I'm not going to be mentioning gold. Gold is not included in my 5 Forex pairs. So USD JPY, the safe haven pair, it's pound yen. Now, USD JPY is kind of like traders or investors' favorite pair during times of geopolitical uncertainty. Okay, a lot of people consider the yen as a safe haven, and when they look at the side of the US, they look at US as the US dollar rather as a currency that reflects global economic strength. So if you're going to be trading USJPY in 2025, you have to keep an eye on, Bank of Japan's policies as well, yield curve control policies, US Treasury yields. These are the things that you want to be keeping an eye on. Now, I know that most of you some of you would be technical traders and would not, pay attention to fundamentals, but you have to take them hand by hand, right? Yeah, you have to take them, by the hand. So think of understanding the forex market or analysis as you're trying to lift a heavy weight. If you use one hand, it's more difficult compared to when you use two hands, right? The fundamentals and economic events, economic growth, stability and instability, or instability rather, in a country is also a major driver for that currency. You don't want to be the trader that analyzes the market, executes a trade, and then, the chairman of the Bank of England or, the Federal Reserve just comes and says something that takes you out of the market. No, you want to be the trader that checks the economic calendar, creates a sense of awareness, on each economic event that will be happening that day. So that even if you don't want to trade it or you don't want to understand it, but at least that awareness is there that by so time, by 2 p.m., by 3 p.m., there will be a high volatile news that I need to keep an eye on. All right. Someone's asking about liquidity. So liquidity is basically the amount of people that trade the market. When there's high liquidity, it means there's high market activity. There's a high amount of people actively trading the market. When there's low liquidity, there is low amount of people trading the market. That's why you find low liquidity during, maybe 25th December or bank holidays, or even some, closing business hours and so on. All right, so just keep that in mind as well. If you didn't know what liquidity is, hopefully you know it now. So the first pair, Euro USD, the second pair, USD Guys, I'm going to ask you some questions at the end of this session, so I just hope that you're all paying attention. The third pair that I'll be focusing on in 2025 would be GBP USD. All right, you know what? I think I should just write this down. Put it on the screen so you guys can actually see. So we're looking at Euro USD as number 1, USD JPY as number 2, which would be GBP USD. Who knows the nickname for GBP USD? There's something GBP USD is called among traders and investors. There's a term for GBP USD. If you know the term, let me know in the chat. Now, GBP USD is a kind of pair that offers sharp moves, especially during, economic events in the UK. So if you love volatility, GBP USD is the pair for you. And also GBP JPY as well, just a bonus, but it's not included in my top 5 for 2025. Okay, so if you're going to be trading GBP USD, you have to focus on the Bank of England decisions, inflation trends in the UK. These are the things that will drive GBP USD this year. But I asked the question, who knows what GBP USD is called? There's a nickname for GBP USD. The fourth pair we'll be looking at is Aussie dollar, right? AUD USD. AUD USD is also known as the commodity pair. And AUD USD is a kind of pair that reflects, global risk appetite, and AUD USD is heavily influenced by commodity markets as well. So if you're going to be trading AUD USD in 2025, focus on export data from Australia, also economic performance from China as well. These are what I think will be the key drivers for AUD USD in 2025. And the final key pair I want you guys to focus on. Oh, I see you guys answering the question for the nickname for GBP USD. Cable or sterling? Kambide is trying to be correct. He doesn't want to be wrong. He has given 2 answers at once. So it's like it has to be either cable or sterling, whichever one. I want to be right. Anand says cable. Shreya says GU. Daniel says cable. Shreya says GJ. You can't be giving 2 answers, man. Well, the correct answer is cable. Okay. Cable is the correct answers. And now, so if you said cable, you're correct. Adeyemi says cable, correct. Okay, so the final pair would be Euro GBP, which is the cross pair. Right? Now, I know that this is a pair that you guys didn't expect to be on the list, but Euro GBP is very beautiful and amazing for highlighting economic divergence between EU and the UK. So if you're going to be trading Euro GBP in 2025, focus more or just pay attention to diverging central bank policies and GDP growth rates. These are the things that I think would, drive these pairs in 2025. I just made it bold for you guys to see. Let me know if you guys have taken note of the 5 key Forex pairs we'll be paying attention to in 2025. Let me know in the chat if you've taken note of that. Let me know in the chat if you've taken note of that. Now, I know that, when you get into the market as a beginner trader, you're introduced to a lot of pairs, guys. There are a lot of instruments in this market to trade, but simplification in Forex is not weakness. I don't want you guys to think that if your chart is very, simple, if it doesn't really have a lot of indicators everywhere, that it means you're not a good trader. No. Simplification is wisdom. The greatest traders in the world didn't master every single market and every single strategy. They mastered their market. So this year, I want you guys to master your market. Streamline to a few pairs, practice, and focus on that pair. It's all about what works for you. If you try gold and gold doesn't work for you, you don't have to force it to work for you. If you know that AUDCHF, which is not a major pair, gives you a lot of profit, focus more of. Would you rather be a learner at gold or the king of AUDCHF? All right. So every trade that you place or every trade that you analyze brings you one closer or one step closer to mastery. So if you're going to pick one of these pairs or even two, stay patient, stay consistent. Stay consistent. Success is inevitable for those who persist. Carlos is wondering why GJ didn't make the list. So, I mean, if you were following, when I said GBP USD, I also gave a bonus of GBP JPY. And I told you if you love volatility, GBP JPY can also be like 3.1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 key pairs, so we can do 3.1 GBP JPY, but it's not included in my list like one of the pairs that I'll be focusing on. All right, everybody understands. Perfect. Now it's time to go over to OctaTrader. Look at these pairs in real time. Maybe let me know if you guys can hear me, please. Let me know if you guys can hear me. If you guys can hear me, let me know in the chat. I believe you guys should be able to hear me right now. And thank you, every one of you that pointed out that the audio was off. It really shows that you guys are following the session, and it's amazing. Thank you. I'm gonna try to reduce this a bit so it's not so loud. All right, so when you come into OctaTrader, again, I was saying the interface is the same on the mobile phone in the sense that everything you see here, you can find on the mobile phone, on your smartphone as well. And I'm going to be explaining from left to right. So in case you're accessing OctaTrader for the first time, pay attention to this explanation because I'll show you some of the hidden tools. Well, the only reason they're hidden is because you probably don't know how to use them, but they're quite visible. But I'll show you how to use them anyway. Now, over here, we have all the available instruments you can trade with OctaTrader. All right. Repeat the last points you have made. I just repeated them. You didn't miss anything. So everything that you have here is, the instruments you can trade, the pairs and everything. And you can also streamline them to Forex pairs. So if you're looking for 5 key pairs that we just discussed, just come to Forex. You can see Euro USD here. Now you can put that as your favorite. Boom, USJPY, boom, GBP USD, boom, AUD USD, boom, and Euro GBP. And then you come over to the star, this favorite, and you can find all of them here. All right. So you don't have to go look for them anymore. Then the next one is for digital currencies as well. Indices like NASDAQ, US 30, DAX, metals like gold and silver, energies like oil as well. You can find all these over here, right? This is where you can find all the instruments. Maybe I should switch this to, no, let's switch it back. Then if you want to make a deposit, it's easy. You click up here. If you want to make a withdrawal, to send a withdrawal request, you click here. If you want to transfer between accounts, maybe from one trading account to another, you click here. If you want to check your history of your transactions, if you want to access the economic calendar, you can always click here as well. This is what the economic calendar looks like. This is where you have information to the results and the forecast of every economic event that has happened in the past few months and that would happen in the next months. All right. Even today, tomorrow, you can always adjust that here. And it's filtered by high impact, low impact, and medium impact. And you can always see the definition down here. All right. So it's important that before you check, get into the market and do your analysis, you check the economic calendar. There are a lot of other tools that are here: the profit calculator, trading calculator, pip calculator. These are some of the tools that would also improve your trading, especially if you're a beginner trader and you don't know how to calculate your pips. All that, you can use the profit calculator. It's going to help you know how much you're going to make in profit or how much you're going to be risking. All right. Okay. We're done here and here. Now we're going to come over to the main chart. This section shows you what's going on specifically in the market, right? And obviously, if you look at the gold market, who can tell me? Let's take this off. Who can tell me where gold is trending right now? Let me know in the chat. If you know where gold is trending, let me know in the chat. If you know where gold is trending right now, let me know in the chat. If you know where gold is trending right now, let me know in the chart. Let me know in the live chart if you know the direction gold is trending. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but let's see if you guys still know. Daniel says up. Callistus says bullish. Olatunde says long. Michael Sunday says bullish. Well, if you said bullish and long and up, you're correct. Gold is trending upwards. Now, the reason I asked you guys this question is because now you just decided that based on what you saw, right? But one thing I want you guys to notice in markets like this is the time frame. All right. Now let me give you guys an example. I'm going to go to the 5 minutes time frame and we're going to see if gold is still trending upwards. I'm going to switch over to the 5 minutes time frame. Let's see what gold is doing on the 5 minutes time frame. Boom. So now, if you're on the 5 minutes time frame, what you'll be seeing is, oh, the market was going up, but now it's coming down, right? So when you're trying to identify the overall trend of a pair, you have to focus on the higher time frames, like the 4 hour or the daily time frame. The higher time frames will give you an overall direction of the market. Okay, and in order to do that, you come over here. This is M1. M means minutes, H means hour, D means daily. All right. Over here, you can see the details of this instrument. This is an information tab. You can see the details of this instrument, when it's open, when it's closed. Over here, you can set alerts. Octa would notify you when the market has gotten to. Let's say I want to set an alert for 2660. I set it, and now the alert has been set. So whenever the price gets down to 2660, Octa is going to notify me on my phone. And this is good if you're a long-term trader. You don't want to stay active in the market and keep your eyes fixated on the charts. You can just set the price and Octa notifies you, you come and you trade accordingly. All right. You can also set this as a favorite over here. You can create a new order by clicking new order up here. And if you want to place a buy or a sell, based on your analysis, you do that. You enter your lot size. Let's say I want to place a sell right over here. I put in my take profit. The market is currently at 2660. Let's say I want to risk about let's say my take profit, obviously it's a sell, so the take profit is going to be lower. So let's say I want to target 2660 and my stop loss would be about 20 pips. So let's say 5.5 over there. And then this is also an amazing feature with the trailing stop, where when the market goes into profit, right, you set how many pips you want your trailing stop to cover. So once the market is like 20 pips, let's say the market is like 20 pips in profit. So let's do 200. That's too far. Let's say 20 pips. Right? And you can also set your break even as well. If you don't know what break even is when price has gone into profit and then you want to secure that trade as a risk-free trade. So your break even would be set at your entry price. So if the market reverses, then there is no risk on that trade, because sometimes the market can be in profit and go back to hit your stop loss. I know some of you have experienced that before as well, when the market is in profit and then it goes back to hit your stop loss. But with break even, as the market moves further down, your trailing stop is going to follow that market. So your trailing stop is going to be behind your entry price, 20 pips if you put 20 pips, and so on and so forth. Okay, so it's going to follow that, and then if the market reverses, it hits your trailing stop in profit and you don't lose any money. Let me know if you guys understand how the trailing stop works. So our trailing stop is going to be 20 pips. So once the market is moving 20 pips, the trailing stop is going to also follow that, the movement of the market. And even if the market reverses, it doesn't take us out in our initial stop loss, but it takes us out at the trailing stop. So if the trailing stop is in profit, then it's a risk-free trade. We don't get to risk anything on that trade. And you can go ahead and click on open order, and this is going to be a sell. So you click on open order, and automatically, as you can see, the trade is open over here. And that's just how you can place an order with OctaTrader. Here we have patterns, AI patterns. So this is a tool that Octa has integrated into OctaTrader that would help you identify patterns, just in case you can't see these patterns yourself. So I can go ahead and click on copy to charts, and as you can see, it has identified a support and resistance. So it's going to go ahead and show me exactly where it is. And this is a really, really amazing feature as well. If you're a beginner trader and you're finding it difficult to identify support and resistance in the market, obviously we're seeing our areas of support and resistance here. Pretty simple if you ask me. And then you can go even in between this support and resistance to still identify some minor levels. As you can see here, we have a minor level here and also one up here as well. But the major ones has already been identified by the AI pattern, as you can see here. So hopefully you guys are going to take advantage of these tools. All right, let's copy this one to chart as well. There's a triangle pattern that has been spotted on the 15-minute time frame. As you can see, you just go ahead and copy to chart, and it shows you exactly some of the things that you may be missing out on. This is going to help you actually, you may not use this as your initial or main source of analysis, but you can also combine this to your already existing analysis. All right, and now you can also add indicators with this FX tab you see here. So let's say you want to add the RSI, click on it and you can see RSI has been added. Here is for objects and tools. Here is to delete some of the things that are on the chart. If you want to delete the trend lines, you delete all and everything is cleared. If you want to delete the indicators, click on delete and everything is cleared as well. And that's basically what you can use these tools for. This is an indication. This is the chart area that shows you the price or data of the particular instrument that you're trading. All right, over to my right, we have Space, and Space is an amazing feature that shows you what the experts are seeing in the market. It's just like the AI, but this is actually Octa experts, right? Analysis, refined analysis that are shared to you visually and also theoretically as well. As you can see down here, we have the explanation down here, and we also have a visual presentation of what the experts are saying. And you can see that this is not limited to one pair. We have on crypto, we have on Euro USD, gold as well, GBP JPY. So you can always align or adopt these methods and kind of see how you can align them with your already existing analysis and create that awareness that, oh, I'm on the right path, or this is what the expert is saying. Let's see how I can adjust my trades to be more comfortable for execution. All right, so let me know if you guys understand exactly how to use these tools and exactly how to use OctaTrader. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. So after this session, if you want to get OctaTrader, that's if you don't have it already. I wonder why you don't have OctaTrader. But if you want to get OctaTrader, the link is going to be in the description. It's also going to be in the live chat as well. The Octa Trading app offers a wide range of trading instruments with low spreads, fast execution, zero commissions, and it also has various educational resources like this one you're on. You can also access webinars from the Octa Trading app, 24/7 customer support, and a strong commitment to funds and data security. Now, when you want to make a deposit and start trading, you can use the promo code Ambrose E100 to get a 100% bonus on your deposit. All you've got to do is open the Octa Trading app or visit octaafrica.net. Go to your profile, go to the promo code section. It's going to be at the navigation button on the menu, and then you enter the promo code Ambrose E100. All right, there's double E there, and you click on activate, make your deposit, and enjoy your bonus. Now, there's going to be a certain volume you should trade to be able to enjoy this bonus. I even withdraw the bonus to your bank account. So take note of that while you're making your deposit. All right. Okay. We're going to look at the key takeaways from today's session. Remember to analyze trading instruments to understand how they behave in different market conditions. Don't just come into the market and want to buy or sell. You don't want to be that kind of a trader. You want to analyze trading instruments. You want to also review your actions and reflect on your decisions to identify what worked well and what can be improved on. You want to keep up with the latest market news and updates, you can use the Octa Economic Calendar and the Octa Trading app as well, and use educational resources that you can find on the Octa Broker YouTube channel and also on the app to enhance your understanding of trading strategies and tools in the forex market. Now, right about now, we are at the Q&A session. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys some questions. And if you have any questions, this is a chance to ask me your question. So the first question I'm going to ask you, probably the only question, is what are the 5 key pairs I said we're going to be looking at this year? The 5 key pairs that I outlined that I would focus on in 2025. Let me know in the chat if you know the answer to that. Let me know in the chat if you know the answer to that. To explain how the trailing stop works. Okay, so let's go back to this. But I need the answers to my questions, guys. The 5 key pairs, you can type that in the chat while I show you how to use the trailing stop. So let's say, for example, we're placing a new order. Now, the trailing stop, what the trailing stop basically does is it follows the market. So if you put the trailing stop like 20 pips away from, let's say we're going for a buy or a sell, if you put the trailing stop 20 pips away from your entry, as the market moves into profit, the trailing stop is going to follow the market, so that if there's a reversal and the market moves back, it doesn't go back to hit your initial stop loss. It takes you out at the trailing stop, and you won't be exposed to much risk than your initial stop. So imagine your stop loss is 50 pips, right? And you put your trailing stop at 20 pips. So the market moves 20 pips into profit, or let's say the market moves 40 pips into profit, and you've already secured 20 pips with your trailing stop. If the market reverses, instead of going back to hit your stop loss during the reversal, it will take you out at the 20 pips trailing stop. So now, because you have a trailing stop, even if you're not online, as long as you've given that instruction, you've secured 20 pips profit. All right, instead of the market going back up to hit your stop loss. Let me know if you understand now. And then for the AI tool, it's right up here, just after new order. The next thing is the AI tool. You can just click on it, click on AI generated patterns, and copy to charts. Boom. That's it. So if you know the 5 pairs that I said we're going to be focusing on in 2025, let me know in the chat. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and show you guys. I think Callisto said EU, UJ, GU, AU, and EG. It's correct. It's correct. So it's Euro USD, USD JPY, GBP USD, AD USD, and Euro GBP. Now, if you're a GBP person, you can also focus on GBP JPY as well. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. I'm looking at the comments to see if you guys have any other questions for me, and I'll go ahead and answer all your questions. Okay, we don't have any other questions. Okay, so since we don't have any other questions, guys, we're going to go ahead and end the session. Traders, I want you guys to keep in mind that you've taken the first step towards making 2025 your best trading year. But remember, this is just the beginning. Success in trading does not come overnight. It comes from showing up every day, refining your skills, and staying committed to your vision. The market will test you, but every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. So as we wrap up this session, I want you guys to ask yourself one question. What can I do today that my future self will thank me for? Whether it's refining your strategy, journaling your trades, or committing to continuous learning. Do it, because the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. All right, can you analyze gold, guys? I'll analyze gold probably in the next session. We've already run out of time. It's 1 hour, and yeah, but I'll show analyze gold in the next session. Thank you for joining me, and if you found this session helpful, you can type that in the comments or hit the like button and subscribe to the OctaBroker YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any other videos. And you can go ahead and share this video to anyone that needs it as well. Let's make 2025 a year of growth, a year of discipline and success. I'll see you guys in the next session, traders. Bye for now.